First, I want to say that I feel extremely blessed and honored to be here with you all. You all are champions and warriors and heroes for those of us in foster care. You're the unsung heroes who make it possible for HomeSafe to do the work that it does, and I'm so incredibly thankful for that, so I appreciate that. You guys saw the video, you heard my statement. Like I said, I came to HomeSafe when I was like 13 or 14 years old. And prior to coming to HomeSafe, like life was really difficult for me. I had suffered a lot of physical abuse, a lot of emotional abuse, sexual abuse. I had been homeless and hungry. And life just really wasn't good for me. At 13 years old, I had lived in almost a dozen different foster homes. You know, literally everywhere around Palm Beach County, Belgrade, Pahokee, Boynton, Boca. I lived everywhere. And I tell you that because it kind of gives you a light into what I was feeling when I walked into the doors of HomeSafe. I wasn't interested in making friends. I wasn't interested in letting anyone help me. I kind of just wanted it to be over. You know, it's one of those things that you just want to be over. And I remember the youth development professionals, and I don't like calling them the YDPs because they're more than that. They're like mothers, they're listeners, they're the people who cook your food for you when it's time to eat. They're the people who pick you up when you're at band practice, or the people who clean up your room when you were too tired to clean up your room. I mean, these are like surrogate parents, and they do it to 12 different kids at a time. You know, so for anyone who has one child, you know, that's a thing in itself. But to do it for someone for 12 different kids you never met, they don't want you to help them, and we're really broken kids, you know, because foster care is a difficult system to navigate. Anytime you walk in a house and you're living with 12 different people you never met before, it's a difficult situation. And these are the YDPs, these are what I call the front line of HomeSafe, who make it possible to do the work that HomeSafe does. You know, that's from waking up in the morning at 7 a.m. and making sure we get off to schools. We go to like 15 different schools per house. They have to make sure we get to every single school on time. Then from there, they have to make sure we have breakfast, they have to make sure we have lunch. If someone gets in trouble in school, they have to call and, you know, get picked up. If we have, like I was in the band, if we have a special schedule, they have to make sure we get picked up from band practice. Then after that, they have to make sure we eat at night. They have to make sure we get tucked in. And I'm so honored to be here, to be a part of this particular campaign to raise the wage for people at HomeSafe, because, you know, these are my family. These are the people who I love, the people who I go back to and I see, the people who I pick up the phone when I need something and I call. These are my people beyond HomeSafe. And to be able to help them, just, you know, lend my voice to them in hopes that you guys will help them, is incredible. These people haven't gotten a raise in 10 years, you know? 10 years. They've been making $10 for the last 10 years. These are parents to a lot of kids. These are caregivers to a lot of kids, and they've been making the same thing for 10 years. And without them, HomeSafe doesn't do the work that they do. These people have to find individual relationships. They have to find something in common with every single kid. And if they don't do that, then we don't open up. And if we don't open up, then we don't progress. And if we don't progress, then we don't become who we are destined to be. Today, I'm a graduate of a four-year institution, you know? Today, I am an owner of a company, and that's not possible without HomeSafe. I remember, and I'm gonna wrap it up, but I remember when I first came to HomeSafe, we had an allowance policy. So you get an allowance at HomeSafe, just kind of letting you guys in on the ins and outs of HomeSafe. We get an allowance, and when I first came, the allowance was $1 a day per kid. And there's 4 levels. There's orientation 1, 2, and 3. And The way it was set up is if you were on orientation, you didn't get anything other than what you got for the week. So that was $1 a day, you got $7 a week. It totaled up to about $28 a day. The buzz when I was in HomeSafe is we all wanted telephones. We all wanted to be able to make phone calls. So Metro PCS was $40. So on that salary, on that allowance, you could not possibly get a phone. So the first thing I did is I go to Monique Barnett, who is the program supervisor at HomeSafe, and I go to all the YDPs and I'm like, all right, we're gonna get together and we're gonna raise the allowance at HomeSafe. So we petitioned the board, we petitioned the administration, we petitioned everyone, and they allowed us to raise the allowance. When you were on level 1, you got $1 a day, and then you got $1 a week, so you got $8 a week instead of $7. And then when you're on level 3, you got $21 a week instead of $10, which was a big deal, because level 3 is supposed to reward the top students, or the top residents. And a lot of people tell me today, why are you in politics? How did you do this? And I take it all back to HomeSafe. That was the first microcosm of me becoming who I am today. That was the moment where I lobbied for something and it happened. And today, I lobby for things and they happen. And that was because of the work that HomeSafe did and the YDPs at HomeSafe. And I just encourage you all today, you guys have really nice clothes, you guys have really nice jewelry and everything, but none of that matters at the end of the day. The only thing that matters at the end of the day is what you do for people. So I encourage you to support this cause and help raise some money to give people at HomeSafe a raise. Thank you.